Yeah, we feel good. We watched film on it. I think a big indicator of that was how we were getting those shots. We did a better job of getting the paint, spraying the ball, more catch and shoot, kick out opportunities. And that was a big emphasis going into last night. And got two more coming up back to back, and that's the important one to watch.
Had that started to bother you guys a little bit? It's unusual to see you guys ranked dead last in the league.
Not really. It was kind of something that we knew at some point it was going to come back, and just got to continue to be working and consistent with what we're doing. And at some point it was going to turn. We think there's a lot of guys in this gym that can make shots at a high level.
With the paint touches and being as crucial it is for people who don't understand it, like hear that, can you explain how that helps create open looks for you guys?
Yeah, it's good offense. It's, multiple guys touching the ball on any given possession. Kick out three when we're starting in the paint, you're kicking out the three-point line is a lot easier of a shot, but getting a pass from slot to the corner, or coming off the DHL and sprinting off and taking threes or shots in transition. The best you can get in half court, just kick out, catch and shoot, step in three, percentage of shooting well.
Kevin, you've been getting a lot of steals the last few games and stuff. You've been working on those pretty hard. What are you seeing out there, collecting those like that?
Just trying to be in passing lanes, helping guys on drives and using my length and anticipating kind of what teams are trying to do. And but a lot of that is just again using my length, being passing lanes, helping out the rest of our guys in their guarding times.
Can we see you stuff the stat sheet a little bit? Is that something that you've been working on when the three-point shot, whether it's falling or not? You're going to go get some rebounds, you're going to get some assists, the steals, the deflections.
Yeah, I think it's always something that I've had in my game. It's just doing it every single game, being more consistent with it. This coaching staff, especially, us rebounding the ball has been a big emphasis for us, and as we continue to get better offensively, everyone get more comfortable with each other, the assists and all that stuff will come. And for me, it's just trying to play as hard as we can every night.
Production from the bench last night. How encouraging was that, knowing that you got a couple weeks without the league?
It's great. Those guys are definitely capable. I thought that Jordan came in and played really well. He's played really well in the past couple opportunities he's gotten. So that's great. And Keon looking good. And everybody knows this the NBA guys are going to go out. It's a long season. And everybody's got to be ready to play.
Trey kind of has his rhythm going finally after the preseason. Just how big is that kind of boost for you guys?
Yeah, that's big. You can see him, his confidence is back, and we're going to need him, obviously. And he's a really good player, can really shoot the ball. And that wasn't him to start the season. I think he's another one of those guys. We knew it was going to come back. Knew the floodgates were going to open at some point. So good to see him taking transition threes and a couple shots that he might not have looked at a couple games ago, and shooting with confidence. And we trust he can make that. He can make shots at that level.
I know last year was a challenge for you. How much different do you feel mentally at this point compared to being at this point?
The season's filled with some of the ups and downs. And so right now, just like you said, continue to try to help the team in a lot of different areas. And it's still early season, still everybody's figuring each other out. Still think all the pieces got to continue to work out. And obviously Malik being out right now, DeMar going out last game, got an opportunity to be more aggressive in the half court and try to see that.
With the NBA Cup last year being so brand new to fans and even you guys, it looked like sometimes point differential maybe caught you guys off guard and take you out of what you normally do towards the end of the game. How do you feel like you guys are prepared to take on the NBA Cup this year?
Well, we had, I think, at least in one of the games, I think maybe two last year, we had times at the end of the game where I think we missed an opportunity to take extra points, and then on the road at San Antonio we did. And so all that little stuff matters. I think the Cup, it's fun. It brings a good energy to the early part of the season. This is a fun city to go play in if you get the opportunity to get there. But it's a great thing I think that they're doing, and the court being different kind of has a little bit of different energy to a game. And like I said, just a cool thing to have at the beginning of the season.
What are your thoughts on the new ball?
We got to break him in. I wish we tried to break him in about a month ago. So hopefully we can find a good one for tomorrow night. But there's still a little raw that we'll be practicing today.
Would you like finding each other for really high quality shots? And I thought we were just like attention to details on the defensive end of the floor was very positive too. Just being in the right spots, making it hard on Booker. Obviously with KD and Beal out, it just allowed us to put a lot of attention on him and make other guys beat us.
We've heard a lot about how paint touches create great looks for you guys. Has that kind of been the same case for you throughout your career?
For sure, yeah. It's, I'm not like the type of the guy that, can create a lot off the bounce or all that extra stuff. So us shooters need guys that can get in the paint and spray, and that's kind of what the coach has been emphasizing this whole year. We have a lot of good shooters on this team. We have a lot of good creators that can get in the paint, and obviously Domas drawing a ton. The worm can turn very fast, so I just got to keep shooting and keep trusting myself.
With Malik out, how much is it on you and some of the other guys to sort of step up and be an offensive punch off the bench?
Yeah, it's huge. Obviously Jordan had a great night last night, kind of running the show off the bench, and Keon's been great as well. And I have to step up. I have to play better. I got to shoot better and just continue to be aggressive. When your number's called, you got to be ready. And obviously, we know we have a huge piece out right now, so we all got to step up. And it's a joint committee, not just one guy.
What do you think of did you see the new mascot, by the way?
I don't think so, no. He was there last night?
No, it's for the city.
Oh, no, I have not seen it yet. So that's the blue jerseys, right?
Yeah.
I'm excited to see it.
Yeah. I'll show you in a second. But
Yeah.
just what Jordan and just kind of the rest of you guys on the bench, the production that you guys have had kind of helping with the absence of Malik.
It's been huge. Jordan's a guy that's just always going to stay ready. He's a vet. I'm a vet. Keon's just really good at knowing his role and plays it to the best of his abilities. And it's just one of those deals where we're all gonna have to step up and continue to do our job, show up to work, and play our butts off.
Yeah, that's the mascot.
I like that. Yeah.
Thanks, everybody.
That's good.
Thanks, man.
Appreciate it.
Just when you think about what you guys were gotten the paint touches and everything you were looking for last night, did it look on film kind of confirm what you were thinking after last game? I mean,
Yeah.
seeing it in person and all that.
Yeah, for sure. And like I said, it's a combination of a lot of things. We think at the end of the day we have a really good shooting team, and we just have to make sure we keep trying to get the shots that we practice. And that's when you touch the paint, you collapse the defense, you draw a second guy, you spray it, and our guys are ready to shoot it. And we started to show a little bit last night of how good of a team we're going to be able to shoot the basketball.
And how pleased were you with, obviously, the bench production? Jordan, obviously, you mentioned him a little bit last night, and Trey kind of finding his way.
Yeah, both those guys were big for us. Even Keon was big for us coming off the bench. He didn't score like the other two guys did, but he gave us some versatility on the defense end of the floor that helped out a lot of different ways. So our bench has to continue stepping up and doing what they're capable of doing, and it'll make our job, or the starter's job, a lot more easier.
Mike, 38 assists last night. This season, the ball's been a little sticky. Like, how do you bottle that up and sort of see that on a nightly basis?
You just got to keep coaching it, keep showing it. The guys understand that sometimes we over-penetrate, and sometimes we don't get off it on a timely manner. But then also part of it, too, is, like I said, I have liked the shots we've taken, because it's not like we're coming off of pin downs, jacking them. We come off of DHOs and shoot them, but we've been doing that for 2 years now, going on 3 years. And so the shots that we're getting are good. We can get better shots if we get off the ball, especially when we tap the paint. And that's what we did last night. When we tapped that paint, whether it was off of a drive, off of a roll, and the ball hitting the pocket, even sometimes off of a cut, you feel that second defender pull over, somebody's open, and so that can add to your shot quality in the right direction if we get off those types of shots.
But seeing just with playing without DeMar in that second half, did it feel like you guys continued playing the same way that you'd like to play with DeMar on the floor, or did you have to resort back to different things?
No, obviously with DeMar on the floor, we have a guy that can go get a bucket, especially one-on-one. And, we still have that, with Foxy. But, the ball movement is probably going to be there a little bit more, because the couple of sets that we do have in for DeMar, they're more ISO sets. And when he's not here, we don't have much of that. We have some pick and roll things for Foxy where he gets downhill, uses his speed, and it's up to him to either finish and or spray it. And he did not a great job, but a fantastic job of spraying the basketball. I think he started it off for us by hitting somebody in the right wing on one of his pick and roll drives, and it just kind of snowballed from there for the good for us.
With the NBA Cup, outside of maybe point differential, is there anything that is different from a coaching standpoint?
Yeah, sometimes the floor messes you up because you want to look and admire the floor, but you got to watch the game.
Right.
So that's probably all I think.
That's it.
Mike, when you look at Minnesota, they're kind of in the same boat you are, where they switched out a major offensive piece, sort of the top of the rotation type deal. How difficult is that to sort of game plan for someone who's totally different than the guy who left?
It's difficult. You know, it's not only is it difficult to game plan with them, but also for them to get it going. You know, you look at a team like Dallas adding play to the mix, and you know it's going to take some time for those guys to figure out rotations and you know what actually works on the offensive end of the floor, what actually works defensively. Because not that Clay's a good defender, but they had a really good defender with a specialist in Herb Jones, I think it was, that left last year. So it takes an adjustment for those guys as well as for anybody that's going to play against those guys, because you got to figure out different things.
You mentioned Clay. What did you think of that ceremony the other night?
I didn't watch the whole thing, you know, but man, it's pretty cool. And you know, again, I don't know what anybody said afterwards, but it's pretty cool that they handed out the captain hats. And you see when they fanned the stadium, everybody was wearing the captain hats. So it was cool. I might have skipped our game and gone down there if they handed out boats. I'd have taken a boat.
Me too.
Yeah. I don't care how big the boat was. I'd have taken it.
With pace being one of your guys' staples, how well do you feel like Jordan fits into that?
Really well, and that's why I played him. If you think our second game of the year against the Lakers, you know, last year we played fast against those guys, and I threw him out there instead of Keon. And part of the reason is he's another ball handler. He's really good in terms of getting up and down with the ball, and to help us play faster, trying to throw him out there. In my opinion, only good things can happen, because that's what we do, especially when Fox is off the floor, so that speed or that pace does not take a hit. And you know, I'm happy that he played well last night, because it shows everybody that really he deserves an opportunity to be out on the floor. Keon deserves an opportunity to be out on the floor. And that's where my dilemma is. You know, and sometimes it may be Keon, sometimes it may be Jordan. Sometimes it could be Doug, because he's just shooting the mess out of the ball, and his gravity is big time on the offensive end of the floor. So, you know, you just got to continue trying to get a feel, and everybody has to stay ready. But Jordan did a fantastic job getting downhill, making the right decisions, and showing that he is quick with the basketball.